Hey y'all, how's it going? This is Greg. This is my motorcycle camping video. It's actually camping for 4 nights and being in hotels for three. I had a great time doing it, although it was hot. This is like one of the worst heat waves we've ever had for the last 7 or 8 days, but still had a great time. I wasn't planning on doing this, putting this together. I was just kind of using my phone while I was out there and getting videos and some pictures and stuff. And then later into the trip, I thought, well, I could throw this up on YouTube. And part of the reason is that because I got a lot of good information off of watching the people that are out here doing this for real. Um, a lot of good information from Her Two Wheels. I'll put the tags down in the description, and Dork in the Road, and there's lots of others, and I'll put some other ones in there that I can think of and look back up that I was checking out. Uh, had a great time doing it. Look up, if you're looking at doing this and packing light, I mean, obviously hiking, camping, you can look that up as well. Get some good ideas of what you may need. But I got some good products. Didn't spend a whole lot of money on stuff, but it's been years and years since I've done this. When I was younger, just kind of the bike I had at the time, I'd throw a tent and a bedroll, maybe a soft cooler bag on the back, and head down the road for 1 or 2 nights. This is the longest I've probably been out on bike at one time and camping and doing this stuff, and it was awesome. So places I hit are like the San Gabriel River around Georgetown, Marble Falls, out into the hill country at Guadalupe State Park, uh, Fredericksburg, and all around there. So thanks for watching. Like I say, check out the people doing it for real, and I'll try to tag as many of those as possible that I got great tips from. Thanks. So the first thing I did was lay out all the gear. I had made several lists and gone over list after list and thinking of what I would need. And like I say, watching the other content from the people tag below. Some things I bought, some things I had. But the river tube was nice to have, but it made the cut. So cut to when it's all packed up. I think this is where I'm supposed to like get a shot of snapping my fingers and it's all packed, but I didn't do that. So anyway, just for sound effect. And bang, there it is all packed. So I have my sissy bar bag that I got. I bought that. I bought those cheap saddlebags. These are like 25 bucks, but they worked great for what I was doing. I don't attach them anyway to the bike or anything. Other stuff just sits on top of them. And then the sling bag is my tool bag and first aid kit, my bedroll, my tent, um, all that stuff. The soft cooler bag has the river tube in it, so that worked out well. And now I just need to get it all packed onto the bike. This is version one of the packing job on the bike. It will be changed later, and we'll have version two. But it was secure. There was just some other problems and stuff. But definitely put the stuff on your bike, go ride, see how it feels, check it out. This is a little out of place, but thought it would be a good place to start off with the trip. But this was actually a headline on one of the local news websites. The last day, I was actually leaving, but for the past 7 days, we had hit record temperatures in 7 day stretch in history. And yeah, I could have told you that. So this was my first campsite out at Camp Tejas or Tejas Camp out by the San Gabriel River, which actually didn't really have any water in it. There was just a few cesspools of puddles and stuff. But I was there 2 nights anyway, and this is about all the footage I got from there. Not too much going. This is the same picture of the bike loaded up again with version one because that's how I loaded it again when I left Camp Tejas. So after I was planning on being there 3 nights, but it was like 108 degrees and a heat index of 115 while I was out there. Didn't even get out of the 80s in the evenings, so I had to punt, and I'm not too proud. Booked a room at the La Quina in Marble Falls, and was pleasantly surprised. So this was my hotel, the La Quinta in Marble Falls. It was really nice. I was pleasantly surprised. Of course, AC, a bed, and a shower after being out in the heat 2 days out there. I I was down for anything, but this was really nice. Great views, great pool area. Every room has a balcony overlooking Lake Marble Falls out there, so it was really nice and a good little break for sure. And then I was getting to Guadalupe State Park. Made the ride down there from Marble Falls. Beautiful ride, Highway 281. It's a great highway. Not really two-lane blacktop, but good ride. And this was version two of the packing job. I realized while I was in Marble Falls that people couldn't see my lights, tail lights, brake lights behind me. So I'd turn the sissy bar bag around to the other way, move the tent and bedroll to the front, soft side cooler with tube and everything on top of that, cargo net, tool bag, kit, wrap everything up, my little TC Bros extra 10 more miles of gas to be able to get down the road if needed with the little tank I have on my bike. And worked out really well. That was the final version. And I had gotten to Guadalupe State Park at this point. And this is my campsite set up at the Guadalupe State Park with the hammock, chair, table, tent, and tube, and everything. So it was a really nice campground. I enjoyed it. Nice facilities. State campground. It's been a while since I've been to one. But wasn't about maybe a 10-minute walk down to the river, and then I could go float around down in there. Like I say, it wasn't flowing the way the Guadalupe should be. Should be able to kind of take a tube down there and ride down the river, float along. But it was still super relaxing in the heat. Wasn't as hot here. It's probably about 102 most days. I think I woke up at 2 in the morning one time, looked, and it was still 83 degrees in the evening. But lots of shade, water to get into, nice bathrooms, facilities with the showers were closed for water conservation, but the bathrooms were big and air conditioned, so super nice. Just floating around in the water and enjoying. The evenings were really beautiful out there. The sun start going down, beautiful sunsets in the hill country, Guadalupe State Park, and just relaxing. There was wildlife that would come around, armadillo that kept coming up and checking on me. But side note, raccoons can open zipper bags fairly effectively. So I didn't leave any food or anything out like that, but I didn't expect them to be going through my tool bag and stuff like that that was on the picnic table. But it was relaxing. I had my string lights up and just ready to crash for the night. Couple tasty beverages and try to go to sleep in the heat. This was just a quick stop to get a picture because it's beautiful here along the Blanco State River. This was on the way up to Fredericksburg after leaving the state park. So I had to stop there and get a picture real quick. That's version two of the bike loaded down and on my way to the hotel after another couple nights of being in the heat and camping. This was my second stop. Actually, the second place I went was Enchanted Rock State Park. Beautiful out there to go hiking, and I've never camped out there, but it's a little warm right now. But I want to go at least get some pictures and a video of the area. I had rode through Willow City Loop too. I didn't get any pictures, but that is absolutely gorgeous. If you're ever out by Fredericksburg or Central Texas, go ride Willow City. Even saw some eagles flying around out there, so that was really cool. But Willow City Loop and Enchanted Rock were my first two stops. Next stop was over at Albert, Texas. Um, it's a little ways, it's about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe from Lukenbach. But most people, everybody knows about Lukenbach. Not as many people know about Albert Dance Hall and Ice House. It's basically all it is, kind of like Lukenbach. But the it was started by Albert Lukenbach, who had sold his store in Lukenbach and then moved over here and started this town, applied for a post office, and of course couldn't use Lukenbach, so he used his first name, and it became Albert, Texas. A lot of history out there and stuff, Texas history. But it was a great place to go see. I got there before it was open, so nobody was around. Just kind of cool, be able to get some good pictures and shots of the place and just the beautiful oak trees and very very relaxing. And of course, everybody knows Lukenbach down in Luken. I ain't gonna sing. I'm not gonna put you through that. But it was great getting down there kind of early in the day. No, not many people around, but still a great place to see all the history there. It's still basically the same as the first time I remember going to it. Pretty much. I mean, they've added on here and there some things, but it's packed sometimes and just people everywhere, which isn't my thing. I want to get away and be away from the crowds. So it was great to get down there, just walk around, relaxing. Actually went there twice, but it was fun and always glad to be in Lukenbach. And this is how Lukenbach should be enjoyed, I think. Got I don't drink Shiner, but Josh Abbott says you got to have a cold Shiner down in Lukenbach. So I had my Shiner there. I'd listened to a couple pickers up on the stage with the chickens clucking along. It was really nice to be down there, and it was down there before the heat, before the crowds. So it was awesome.